So we've just added these 2 rules to our set today. Are we good? Jess is laughing at me because I'm talking into the mic. This is for Charlie. Hey, Charlie! How you going? Cody, you better be listening to this too. The mystery word for the video is pineapple. I will be checking when I see you next. In fact, I think you need to email me. Pineapple. Pineapple. No, just that's Cody and Charlie. Cody, Charlie, email me. Pineapple. Mason's up the back. There'll be another code word in maybe 5 minutes. Make sure you've listened to the video. Here we go. So we're on page 157. Those people who are quite happy, you're probably moseying along. I'll interrupt you in 2 seconds because we'll look at a third rule. Somebody said 1H over here. So just to recall, and by the way, I want you to come and seek help from me as your second option, if not third. Because when you get stuck, I'd like you to have a look at the examples that the textbook has here. They're really good. So it says here when you've got a, b to the 5, it becomes a to the 5, b to the 5. I can apply that here. So when I've got ab cubed, this will simply be a cubed, b cubed. I'm following. When I've got 3 things in the bracket, again, everything in the bracket gets the power. Have a look. 2 cubed, 8 cubed, y cubed. How come we've got 8 here? Yes, so remember 2 to the power of 3. That's not 2 times 3. It's 2 times 2 times 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. So, what was the question that we had? Was it 1H? So if we look at 1H, right, I think it's pretty similar to this question here. So you should be looking at that example and it helps you and it goes, well, everything in this bracket gets the power. So that becomes 2 cubed, b cubed, c cubed. Now, do you know what? You could leave it like that. If you look at the answers and they've got 8 b cubed, c cubed, you go, that's okay, because I know 2 cubed is 8. If you don't know 2 cubed is 8, remember it. Alright? So you can write it like that, or 8 b cubed, c cubed. I repeat, I do not want to see 2 cubed times b cubed times c cubed. People will look at you and go, why? Why are you putting that times there when we know the simplified version is this? Okay? So try not to put that times in there. It looks a bit dorky. Dork. You dork. Alright. Moving along. They're now putting into fractions. But again, you look over here and it will tell you what to do. Okay? And I think you can trug along. Can I just draw your attention to the next set? What happens when we've now got a power in the brackets? So I want everyone's eyes looking up here. So you don't have to write anything down. When you get to this, I want you to remind yourself and look over here. This is an example of where you're going to use 2 rules within one question. So Jess Pess, you've got everything in the bracket gets the power, right? So the 3 gets the squared and a squared also gets the squared. You go, well, hang on. What happens when we've got a power to a power? If you forget, you flick back to your rule, and then it tells you. If you don't believe me, you flick back to your rule over here, and it says when you've got a power to a power, you times. So that's why it ends up as 2 times 2 is 4. We happy with that? Look at this example here. Everything in the bracket gets the power. 4 cubed. There we go. A squared to the power of 3. So I'm going to go 2 times 3 is 6. And 1 times 3. Oh, now James, this is on the record now. James, that was James, said 1 times 3 is? Did you? I thought you said 4. Oh, he said 3. Okay. I think he said 4. Okay. And that's correct. So making sure you're doing, and after 2 questions, you will check your answers. Megan, how do we check our answers? Click. Right, where'd it go? 7C, check. I had lots of people in the other class, Amelia. I had lots of people in the other class putting their hands up. I'd come over to them and they'd ask me one of two questions that got me really angry. The first one was, have I done this right? And I just walked away. Right? So check your answers to know if you're right or wrong. The other common one was, they go, I checked the answers and I got it wrong. And I look at their work and I can't see anything that's wrong. I said, show me the answers. Guess what they've done? They've looked at the wrong answers. Okay? So there's answers everywhere here. That is why you must label your work carefully. All right? So, can we be working through 7C, 7D, love your work, love your style, let's go. And so the next code word is carrot. First one was pineapple, second one was carrot. We want to now look at one of our last rules, and there's a couple in there now. Once again, I think you can look at the example. This is for 7D, but I just want to highlight a couple of things to you. So could we just look? You don't need to write anything. Just watch the board, please. So that means I see eyes, not the tops of people's heads. Now these rules are in your book already. We've got our basic one, x to the minus 1. To get rid of the minus power, we just slap it downstairs. So I don't think it's very difficult for you to work out that when I've got 2 to the minus 1, that just becomes 1 over 2. When I've got 5 to the minus 1, it's just 1 over 5, etc., etc., etc. They're going to make you concentrate on two things. One, the use of brackets, and 3 fractions. So let's have a look at a fraction. If I have 3/5 to the minus 1, we actually use this rule here that says when you've got a fraction, everything in the fraction gets the minus 1, gets the power. So would you agree, using that rule, we get 3 to the minus 1 over 5 to the minus 1. But in maths, it's not polite to actually have negative powers. You should express things with no negative powers. You go, well, that's easy. Because to get rid of a negative power here, we just put it downstairs. When this one is downstairs and negative, we just put it upstairs. And we then, once we've done several of these, we work out that, well, that's pretty simple. When I have a fraction to a negative power, you just flip it. Flip it, good. Flip it. All right, and what if, I can take that a little bit further, what if we have, we'll have 2 over 3 to the minus 3. Andre. Or to the power of 3. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can give everyone the minus 3 and flip, or I could flip first. I flipped, got rid of it, and now everything in the bracket gets the 3. So 3 cubed, what's 3 cubed? Bang, bang. 27. And 2 cubed is 8. So we can do that. One last thing. If I've got, actually 2 more things. If I've got a mixed fraction, how am I going to do that? Mace? Benny? Turn it to an improper. So that becomes 2 3s, 6 plus 1, 7 over 3. And because we've just learned from here, do I have to go to the minus 1 to the minus 1? Amy's shaking her head. She doesn't need to. She can go straight to, I'm just going to flip. If you don't remember that, then follow the rules. Go to the minus 1, go to the minus 1. You go, oh yeah, to get rid of the minus, put it downstairs. We happy with that? Last but not least, are these the same thing? Oh, wait. I'm not done yet. I mean, it could do for, I could have it for minus 1. I'm going to have it for 0. Same thing. We've got, yes, they are the same thing. We've got, no, they're not. Can I have a maybe? Thank you very much. We've covered all bases. So, first thing. What is anything to the power of 0? 1. That's one of your rules. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. Here, with the brackets, we've got the whole thing to the power of 0, so that's definitely 1. You agree? Paige, is this saying everything is to the power of 0? It's only saying what is to the power of 0? X. So x to the power of 0 is 1. So that's 2. Do we see the difference? They're going to make you realise this again with the negative powers. So what if I've got 3a to the minus 1 compared to 3a all to the minus 1? This one I think is easy. Everything has the minus power, so everything goes downstairs. Happy with that? Here, does everything have the minus power? No. So what's the only thing that goes downstairs? So the 3 stays. 3 stays upstairs, A goes downstairs. It's that simple, but you've got to make sure you watch the brackets. Okay? 10 minutes. I want you to do as much as you can. By yourself, not chatting. Let's go.